Police probe brutal murder of laborer found behind post office. Detectives in St. Mary are actively investigating the shocking murder of 36-year-old laborer Okelio Taylor, whose body was discovered behind the Highgate post office over the weekend. The victim, popularly known as Brown Man and a resident of Highgate, was found lying on his back with an apparent head wound. The grim discovery was made on Saturday afternoon after relatives were alerted to the presence of a body behind the post office and went to the scene. According to a police report, the relatives contacted law enforcement after confirming the identity of the deceased. Officers who responded found Taylor's body and arranged for its removal to the Port Maria Hospital for further examination. Preliminary investigative theories suggest that the murder likely occurred sometime between Friday night and Saturday afternoon, leaving a narrow window during which the crime was committed. Authorities are now piecing together Taylor's final movements and seeking to establish a motive. The case has sent ripples through the close-knit Highgate community, where Taylor was known to many. The location of the discovery, a public area behind a frequently visited government office, has heightened concerns among residents. The St. Mary police are urging anyone with information, no matter how insignificant it may seem, to come forward and assist with the investigation. As of now, no arrests have been made, and the investigation remains ongoing. The police have not released further details regarding potential suspects or the nature of the weapon used. This incident marks another homicide added to Jamaica's crime statistics for the year, as law enforcement continues to grapple with violent crime across several parishes. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Highgate Criminal Investigation Branch or their nearest police station. Major crime shows sharp decline in first weeks of the new year. Jamaica has recorded a significant and encouraging downturn in major crimes since the start of 2026, with murders falling by more than half compared to the same period last year. According to the latest police statistics, the island saw a 54% reduction in murders between January 1 and January 24 this year. A total of 27 murders were recorded across the island during this period, representing 32 fewer lives lost than in the corresponding time frame in 2025. The data reveals a mixed picture at the divisional level. The St. Andrew South and St. James Police Divisions recorded the highest number of murders with 4 each. However, St. Andrew South's figure represents a dramatic improvement, falling sharply from the 13 murders reported there in the first 24 days of January 2025. St. Anne recorded 3 murders so far this year, while Westmoreland, Hanover, and St. Catherine North each reported 2, while all other parishes have recorded 1 murder each so far in 2026. The positive trend extends beyond homicide, with other serious crimes have also seen substantial declines. Shooting incidents have decreased by 30%, reported cases of rape have declined by 45%, robberies are down by 18%, and break-ins have fallen by 33%. In a statement, the Jamaica Constabulary Force indicated that the reductions are a direct reflection of ongoing coordinated crime-fighting strategies and targeted operations across several police divisions. The force emphasized that these efforts are part of a sustained initiative to maintain security and drive down crime rates nationwide. While acknowledging the progress, the police have urged continued public vigilance and partnership, noting that maintaining the downward trend remains a critical priority. The statistics offer a measure of hope at the start of the new year, even as investigations into recent individual crimes, such as the murder of a laborer in Highgate St. Mary, continue. Authorities say they are focused on ensuring the gains are not only preserved, but expanded upon in the coming months. The Health Ministry is still aiming for completion of the Cornwall Regional Hospital's redevelopment project this year, despite setbacks following Hurricane Melissa. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton made the declaration during a tour of the St. James-based medical facility at the weekend. The redevelopment endeavor, which includes the construction of the Western Children and Adolescent Hospital, has been an ongoing and challenging undertaking for the government, with repeated calls from the public and the opposition for full transparency over its expenditure and completion. Last year, the project, which was contractually scheduled to be completed in April 2026, was given a new deadline of September 2026 due to the quantity of work being conducted. When questioned about the project's progress on Saturday, Dr. Tufton noted that the September timeline is likely to be impacted as materials were damaged when the hurricane made landfall last October.
I cannot tell you whether it's June or September or October for that matter, but I know that we're aiming to start completing significant aspects of the building, like A&E on the main building, which is going to be a much bigger A&E to restore Mount Salem Clinic to what it was before, and that will ease a lot of the pressure as we build out. So there are many areas that will finish before other areas, but I'm hoping that 2026 is the year that we'll see that completion. Now, like everything else, Cornwall's completion date would have been impacted by the hurricane. The warehouse that stored a lot of the raw material was destroyed, and they lost a lot of stuff that would have been used in the building, which they now have to repurchase, and that would have set back the program by certainly a number of months, which is very unfortunate because I know the impatience around the opening. But again, we can't do anything about it. We just have to buy back the stuff. They suffered some damage in the main building, water intrusion, where the storm and the wind brought water inside and would have contaminated some of the internal walls that they were putting in. So they may have to change out some of those. And I think there was a little roof damage also. So they had some damage, but nothing that they can't repair. But all of this means focusing on things that would have been done already before they start continuing to do what needs to be done. But I had a meeting with the team, project management team, the contractors, and we're working assiduously for 2026 to be the year when you'll see significant engagement, if not total engagement, of the Cornwall building.
Norwegian visitor killed in tragic road accident in Ocho Rios. A 70-year-old Norwegian national died on Saturday afternoon after being struck by a motor vehicle along Milford Road in this popular tourist parish. The victim has been identified as Toril Oyen Jarrett of Norway. The fatal incident occurred about 2:10 p.m. on January 25th, according to police reports. Preliminary reports indicate that Jarrett was walking along Milford Road when she was hit by a 1989 Toyota Corolla. She sustained severe injuries from the impact. Emergency services were summoned and Jarrett was rushed to the St. Anne's Bay Hospital. She was, however, pronounced dead upon arrival at the medical facility. The police have reported that the 24-year-old driver of the vehicle has been formally warned for prosecution as investigations proceed. Standard procedure in cases involving foreign nationals was followed, with the tourism liaison officer notified of the incident. The Ocho Rios Traffic Department is leading the ongoing investigation into the circumstances surrounding the accident. Authorities are appealing to anyone who may have witnessed the incident to come forward and assist with their inquiries. This tragic event casts a somber shadow over the resort town and underscores ongoing concerns regarding road safety, particularly in areas frequented by pedestrians and visitors. The global reggae community is in a state of profound grief following the passing of Lowell Fillmore's Sly Dunbar, the drumming titan and co-founder of the revolutionary Taxi Records label. His wife Thelma confirmed to local media that the 73-year-old died at home on Monday morning. Dunbar, who had been ailing for some time, was receiving treatment from physicians both at home in Jamaica and overseas. Born on May 10, 1952, Sly Dunbar cemented his immortality as one half of the iconic production and rhythm duo Sly and Robbie, the revered rhythm twins. Alongside his musical soulmate, the late bassist Robbie Shakespeare, Dunbar fundamentally reshaped the sound of reggae, dub, and dancehall, with their innovative beats becoming the bedrock for countless classics. Shakespeare predeceased him, passing in Miami in December of 2021. Dunbar's journey began behind a kit at age 15 with the Yard Brooms. His first recording appearance was on the Dave and Ansel Collins album Double Barrel, and he later honed his skills in Ansel Collins' band Skin, Flesh and Bones. His destiny changed in 1972 when he met Robbie Shakespeare, who recommended him to producer Bunny Stryker Lee. This partnership, born in the studio as part of the Aggravators, quickly became indivisible. The duo's rhythmic alchemy powered Peter Tosh's band through 5 albums until 1981. But their most enduring legacy was launched in 1980 with the founding of Taxi Records. The label became a sonic empire, as legendary as its founders, launching the careers of international stars like Black Uhuru, Chaka Demus and Pliers, Beanie Man and Red Dragon. Sly Dunbar's discography is a map of modern music history. His crisp, inventive drumming drove Junior Murvin's timeless Police and Thieves and the Bob Marley and the Wailers' punky reggae party. He effortlessly crossed the genres, laying down grooves for Bob Dylan on Infidels and Empire Burlesque, shaping the avant-pop sound on 3 seminal Grace Jones albums, and collaborating with icons like Herbie Hancock, Joe Cocker, Serge Gainsbourg, and the Rolling Stones. His extraordinary contributions were met with well-deserved acclaim. Dunbar was recognized by the Jamaican government with the Order of Distinction, awarded the prestigious Musgrave Gold Medal by the Institute of Jamaica in 2015, and just last May received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the University of Minnesota. With Sly Dunbar's passing, the final heartbeat of the Rhythm Twins has fallen silent. He leaves behind not just a catalogue of rhythms that moved the world, but an irreplaceable void in the heart of the music he helped define.